Hi guys, and welcome to today's movie review, which is for Green Book. So I went to watch Green Book last night, and I am kind of late in reviewing it and a few other movies, so you're going to be seeing a whole load of movie reviews for movies that have already come out. As I say, today's movie is Green Book, and Green Book is amazing. I really loved it from start to finish. It was just perfect. One of the best things about the movie, I think what made the movie, was Viggo Mortensen, and wow, did that guy bulk up to actually play the role of the character, what's his name, Tony the Lip or Tony Lip. It's really funny. He provides so much comedy, he provides so much of the emotion. So the Doctor, who is a musical genius who started learning to play and played at the age of 3, needed to go down to the American Deep South, where it's very racist towards black people, it's very racist towards people that aren't white Americans. So that includes, I guess it includes the Irish, it includes the Italians for definite, because there's an incident where even Tony got some racial abuse. They drive down through the Deep South, and they are doing their gigs, and they're entertaining people, and the movie is about a friendship that blossoms between two people from very opposite sides of the scale, and it's very apparent that Tony doesn't like black people, and it's very apparent that the Doctor, Don Shirley, doesn't like black people either, even though he is black. There are a few revelations that come out throughout the movie. I'm not going to spoil any of it for you if I can help it, but it's a movie you need to watch. It's a road movie. It's like a Driving Miss Daisy, but the other way around. But basically what happens is Tony is joined to Don, and he cares about him, and Don's particular arc is about him coming to terms with that yes, he is black, and yes, he should be a bit more looser and relaxed, and he basically at the end of the movie learns to accept his black heritage, and he even enjoys himself, which is really nice to see, of such an uptight person. You may have seen the trailers where he's very uptight and is very, very serious. Yeah, it's nice to see. Both actors did a brilliant job. The supporting actors were great. They weren't amazing, but they didn't need to be. It was just mainly about the two characters of Viggo Mortensen, and I can't pronounce the other guy's name, Mahershala Ali or something, but I've seen him before and he's brilliant. But I think Viggo Mortensen just did it for me. The moment I watched the trailer and I thought, whoa, that's Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings, I thought, I need to watch this movie, and it did not disappoint. I was laughing with tears in my eyes. That's how funny it was. It was just these little small moments where Tony's Italianism comes out. It's just really funny. It's a good movie. I would have hoped that there were more scenes where there was more racial aggression on either side of the fence, where it was the cops or whoever, but I think they toned it down to a certain level to make the movie less long. Obviously I watch a lot of movies and TV shows where race is a really big issue in the States, and I would have liked it to be slightly bit more gritty, but obviously it's not what the director intended. The way the movie was shot was amazing. I loved it. It was just so 60s and slightly 50s, and that was just brilliant. I think if I had lived any time in my life, I would have actually lived in the 50s in America. I think that would have been one of the best periods of basically living any time, I guess. I'm talking nonsense now. So basically I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 5. You have to watch it. It spoke to me on many levels as well. So me being brown, when I would go into an establishment, you never know if you're going to get beaten up, and you never know if, like, these kind of feelings were just echoed in the movie, because Don Shirley was having these same issues and he was seeing these happen. Tony was seeing these happen. Tony originally didn't really care about the doctor. He just thought, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just doing this as a job and that's it. But they really came together as a friendship. It was really nice. And when Tony saw the injustice that was happening, I will tell you about this one scene where they're both walking down the street of this town that they've arrived in, and there's a really nice suit that the doctor really likes, and he says, "Oh, that's nice." And Tony says, "Why don't you try it on?" Which is something everybody would think is totally fine. So they both go in. The shop owner or the shop assistant says, "Oh, how can I help you?" to Tony, and keeps addressing Tony. He looks at the doctor and ignores him, carries on speaking to Tony, thinking that the doctor is probably his, I don't know, his worker or slave or something. And when he gives the suit over to Tony, Tony then gives it to the doctor and says, "Try it on, I'll wait here, I'll find you some ties." And the shop assistant says, "I'm sorry, sir, you're not allowed to try that on. If you want it, you'll have to buy it, then try it on." And oh my god, you should have seen Tony. He didn't react to it, but you could see that he was pissed, he was upset. And from then I could see that this character is going to have a big massive change. Obviously that's what they do in Hollywood or in script writing or in like movie and storytelling anyway, is to have one character have an arc, well, pretty much all characters to have an arc, giving them the ability to change within that, and then we feel good about them changing. But it was really well done. I think the script was really tight. I think the visuals were really good. I think the sound design was brilliant. I loved the sound design. It was just brilliant. And boy, I don't know if Mr. Ali learned to play the piano like that, or if it was CGI or something, but it was brilliant. I was just glued. I was just totally glued. The whole dynamic with helping Tony write letters to his wife was just brilliant, and it paid off right at the end. It was just so fun. And I think towards the end of the movie, I've got tears in my eyes already. It was such a good movie. I think it is Oscar worthy, and I said that to one of my friends when I came out of the theatre. And I really hope you get to watch it. It's the type of movie that I used to watch when I was a kid. There aren't that many these days that actually hit on so many levels. There's always, we're black, we're white, and this, that, and the other. And but this one, I don't know, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you would enjoy it too. So I know it's been out for a while, but go and watch it. Go and rent it on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. That's digital download. Just do it. You'll like it. And I'll see you next time.